السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم مستر ديل من قناة مستر ديل جيمز. رجعنا لكم في لعبة عظيمة جدا جدا في إصدار جديد جدا جدا. هذه التقديمة قلتها عام 2010 أول ما نزلت آلين ويك الجزء الأول. سويتها كانت قناتي قديمة وراحت الله يستر عليها، راحت 2013. فقعدت كم سنة لين فتحت لي قناة ثانية. نعم، مع ذلك اليوم رجعت لنا التحفة مرة أخرى في عام 2023 في أكتوبر 27 أكتوبر. الجزء الثاني كانوا أول ما عندهم نية يسوونه، بعدين شافوا التفاعل على الجزء الأول. الفترة الأخيرة لعبنا، حتى أنا لعبت الفترة الأخيرة، نزلت بث الجزء الأول. شافوا تفاعل من الناس، بعد كمية ناس كبار من المشاهير، فرجعوا يلعبوها مرة ثانية، فرجعوا صنعوا اللعبة مرة ثانية بإبداع وإمتاع جديد. فنعم أنا طولت من الكلام، فأهم شيء لا تنسوا معنا بزر اللايك واشتراك معنا في ذا القناة والنشر. ونبدأ مع الكاتب آلين ويك 2.
Back to the beginning.
رجعنا
We all
للبداية.
come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer.
أكيد.
Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
صحيح.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive.
اوه، توني انتبه
This
ان
story is a monster.
على نهر وبحر، بل صورة
Monsters
خيالية.
wear many faces.
واو، على الصورتين كأنه ايش. واو، تعجبني الالعاب الجديدة اللي زي كذا، في شيء واقعي يا اخي. احبها يا اخي. لك واحد شيء دان هاوزر، والله هذا منهم. لاست اتس هذا منهم. ستار. وش تبي؟ شومي اوريك ايش كان دبه عاري. يلا انت مشي، يلا نبدأ لنا بواحد دبه عاري وامشي به. شوف وجهه، ما يمدن نشوف وجهه. ارحمنا يا ايثن وينتر. مشينا بس. وعاري بعد دبيبه. ما سويت رياضة اخر مرة. لا تاكل سعرات حرارية واجد، انتبه. حدك باليوم 2000 سعرة حرارية، الله يرحم الوالدين. وامشي اقل شيء 7 كيلو ومشي باليوم. وكذا وش اللي من دسين. كنت من وين طالع؟ اوه الريديوس. Can you hear me? طب تعال انقذه. هم ذلوا ذولي مدنيين، ذلوا منه. يمديني اروح لهم من هنا. حاط على الهارد. انا لاعب على الهارد، الله يسر. وين طريق؟ من وين؟ صح انا صاري. ما عليه شيء، بومته طالع علينا ذا. بسم الله الرحمن. جامب سكير اكيد موجود. يخرب بيتك خلاص يا الين، خلاص يا الين. يخرب بيتك. طلع الين وينك الرجال اللي اذا طلع وجه. طيب انت يا دبيبه وش وضعك؟ وش قصتك؟ لاقينك على البحر. هل في واحد حاذفك بالبحر شوي ولا قتالك؟ وش وضعك؟ في شيء هنا. يركض اكيد في شيء بيطارده اظن. اركض 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 يا دبيبان. يا حبيبي يا حبيبي يا حبيبي اسمع اختبئ اختبئ. هذا اللي له كلاوي مثل ما يقول نايف حمدان. يلا نشوف مع الامطار الزينة من هو اللي جاي. اركض. شنو في بيت هنا؟ يا ولد عاري، تخيل تصحى نص طالعين على الشاطئ وعاري. والله لا دول شرطة ولا من؟ نروح لهم نروح لهم. انقذوني. كابتن. لا 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 مو قصد. انا وين اروح؟ انا وين اروح؟ هنا طريق من هنا. احرموه. اهرب 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 بيبان من هنا. كابتن 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 دعني اذهب دعني اذهب. تم طعنه الى ان مات. ان سيزن. موسم الصيد. طوفين. دول الناس منهم. الله حطها بصدره. ما توقع. سكينة بصدره انتهى الموضوع. اوه طلعوا قلبه. اوه في ناس شافوه. اهربوا يا ورعين. اهربوا يا شباب. خذوا قلبك. طال صدرك فقط خذوا قلبك. احرتي عنك يا ابو كلاوي. في هذا الشاطئ في هذا البحر او نهر لا نعلم من. آلين ويك 2. نعم عادت.
Hey kiddo, how are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
هذه المحققة.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
من أمه يعني. ما شاء الله يشربون نفس القهوة يعني نفس التوقيت.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
رايحين للجثة اللي شفناه من شوية.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
اوف ليه؟
Okay.
غريب.
Any words of advice?
وش النصايح تعطيني اياها؟
Cheer anyone up.
اقول له ما راح اقول ما في شيء اعطيك اياه. يا الله.
Here we are.
هذه الالعاب اللي انا احبها اقسم بالله. شوف المنظر والدنيا. نعم. يو الكابرس الصابونة. الكابرس الصابونة قديم. بس حنا في عام كم هنا السؤال
A
باللعبة؟
deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene.
شوف الدليل.
There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear.
اي والله الكابرس الصابونة قديم اظن ايه. اوكي تحقيق او انفيكيشن. خلينا نشوف الخريطة عشان نعرف وين نروح. نيبر شو اسمه؟ نايتميرز
I think I hear
تروفي.
someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
خل نروح.
Hey, over here.
وش عندك؟ يلا جايين خلينا نشوف ايش الوضع. انا FBI.
Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton.
الفضيحة.
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know.
عنه قال طالع من الجسم يعني. طيب.
Were there any witnesses?
في
A
شهود.
couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. They're pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get
Okay.
there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
حلوين بنروح نشوف الجثة الآن. ما تدري.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled.
ما أظن إنك كذاب. إن وراك شيء إنك حطيتني.
You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
يعني يموتون.
Funny, Anderson.
يموتون يعني. هو يقول أنا أعطيتك إنك تمسكين القيادة بهذه القضية. يعني أنت تحققين فيه أنت القيادة فيه.
You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
طب فقلت له هل أنت تفكر يوم إنك حطيتني هذا هل تفكر إن هذه آخر قضيتك وبتمشي خلاص؟ رد قال ممكن. فقال له فقالت له تعرف المحققين بآخر قضية لهم وش يصيرون يعني يموتون أو ينقتلون. فعشان كذا يقول أنا سلمت القضية. فما أدري أحس إنه كذاب ما أدري ليه. قال صداع. يا أخي الأجواء روعة. هذا أنا أمشي بالهواء أنا ولا وش هذا؟ FBI.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
يطقطقون يقول يا لهم من مكان جميل لأنك تموت. قال نعم. يقول جميل بعد لنا به.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
هذا phone. I don't want water. شكلهم موجودين.
Hey!
هذا هو خوينا.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your
Yeah.
service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
يلا قدامنا. دبي دبي.
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down
Stuff.
psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
يطقطق عليه.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
هذاك هو مربط.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know.
هي قرفة بلاويه طالع علينا.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
دقيقة.
Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
حلوين.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
ممكن. حلو نشوف هذا وش.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
حلو. القلب. شال القلب من جسمه خلاه هنا.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
وهذا مربط.
Bruising on the
أكيد.
wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
خل نروح نرفعها.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This
أكيد.
makes 4 murders that we know about.
The victims, the killers. Investigation, the crime scenes, learn more about victim. Okay. Okay.
Who is our victim? Who killed him?
جد.
Need to find more clues.
خل نروح هناك. في كلوز في هنا.
Multiple people were here. Multiple
كان
killers?
في عدد كبير من الناس اللي هنا واضح. في خطوات كبيرة. هذا عصا.
Someone left in a hurry. Knock the
أكيد.
tripod over. Was it for a camera?
وهذا بيرة واضح
Someone
إنهم
was drinking
يشربون.
beer. They spent time here, waiting.
ممكن. حلوين. for later اوكي. اوكي.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
لا جابوه هنا وقتلوه. خلنا نسأل
Any
خوينا.
idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
عرفه.
Yes, you probably knew him. Brothers in arms.
مامي عرفه.
Oh, and sisters.
رجل معروف الرجال أجل. روبرت. خلنا
So you
نسأله.
knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
What's happened after the get gift? So has been since.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He had some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same
قبل
as
13
all the
سنة.
other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
مقطع من الجزء الأول. طيب. خلنا نرجع هنا. victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he...
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
طيب.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything
Now.
clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
خلنا نفكر.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
كانوا يحتفلون أو كانوا ينتظرونه يجي.
Right.
يعني
They planned for the murder to happen here.
يخططوا
Passing the
لها.
time with equipment ready.
صح.
They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
لأنه جاهم أتوقع
Why here?
فجأة.
Why now?
victim come. Okay.
Profiling.
هذا.
Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use
Okay.
whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
صحيح. هو حق FBI شو اسمه مختفي من عام 2010.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. حلو. شنو هذا؟ mission person brutal murder.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years.
MIA.
How did he end up here?
فكر هي.
A lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
خلص من هذا.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
صحيح.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Okay.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
اجلس لين يجيك طبيب الشرعي وياخذونه. للطبيب الشرعي بإسعاف الدنيا.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety.
ممكن صح
They were
كلامه.
waiting for him.
When you're ready,
صح
I'd love
كانوا
to hear what you
ينتظرون.
put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly
So-
nude.
صح.
Killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of
So-
answers for us to find.
صح. في أسئلة كثيرة إلى الآن ما جاوبناها.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more.
ما يطلع
It
واجد
is
من
kind of
البيت.
creepy, though.
أقسام. أوه في شيء هنا.
There's a piece of
Yes.
paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come
Wow.
out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
في شيء ثاني ولا خلاص؟ حلو هذا الورقة. شنو هي؟
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
أوه
The text is about us.
قول
The
لنا.
victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale.
اوف
And
كتب
then there was a
اسمين.
page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
اوه
Reading the words.
من هو؟
Felt like a
آلين ويك هو اللي كاتبها.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
واو.
Someone's been watching us.
نعم not the list.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
ممكن. نروح. شوف هذه خايف شوي. لا تخافين. أنا. بقيت شيء خير. اوكي.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
حطه هنا. عندنا رؤية هنا. شيء جديد طلع لنا.
We
The
found a
page.
page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now.
Hello.
Inside. The awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Okay.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's
Okay.
tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
هنا. يلا راح قدام.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate
صحيح هو آلين ويك هو اللي
The
كاتبها.
text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy?
Did you get lost, Anderson?
جينا. يلا. نروح للجثة عشان نفحصها. رحت أنا أتمشى.
You made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
نعم.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
خذني. لا مفتاح.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
نروح
Diner,
نتكلم.
right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
أهو. فتحناه. مشينا.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
طيب هذا الطريق من هنا. الاف بي اي والله بداية جدا حلوة بصراحة. الى الان بداية تحقيق، وانا من الناس اللي احب التحقيق والتفاصيل البسيطة. من الناس احب كل التفاصيل، ولا ابدع الشركة حاليا بالله.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
مش هنا. انا والله من الناس اللي جدا تعجبني اللعبة ذي. هذا الطريق المختصر، وهذا مفتاح. دوري عطاني. حلو، كان حلو. يلا قدامي راح. انت مرة فوق. يا اخي اروح منين؟ شيكنا على الوضع، كل شيء تمام.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
يلا خلنا نمشي نروح للتاون او البلدة القريبة، نتكلم مع
I
الشرف.
can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
وجينا للتاون، حلوين والله روعة.
Need to swing
في
by the
حياة.
lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
احنا العام كم؟ 2020
I'll walk to the
2023.
diner, get a feel for
عندي
it.
سيارة قديمة فورد، طلعت فورد السيارة. على بالي كابر الصابون. ايه يا شيخ. واو.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hi there.
هلو. هل أنت القاتلة؟ معليش تحمس زيادة. يا مشينا. كثير.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
هاي
I'm set for
شارع.
coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could
اسمه
use the help.
تيم بريكر.
Your
There we go.
deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
نعم.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No. The Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you
Hello.
compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
يلا الحين بروح أتكلم مع
Through the case files you
الشاهدين.
sent over, Sheriff.
الشهداء، مو شهداء، شو اسمهم؟
Known victims go missing.
الشاهدين على القتل.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010.
خلنا نسمع عليهم.
Just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
والله.
I can't believe that happened.
لذلك هم
Still feel
الاثنين.
like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
هذول الشاهدين اللي شافوا الحادثة.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
اوكي يلا.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some
صح
details.
كلام ألين ويك اختفى هنا بالجزء الأول.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and
إيه
he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult.
حلو والله.
And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree,
كولت
cult of
تشري
the tree."
هذه كلمات.
And then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
وش لقيت؟ دقيقة سؤال. دقيقة في شيء كان بيقوله هون. اوكي كولت اوف ذا 3 خلينا نشوف
The
ايش.
tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
اها عشان كذا ما
The
سكته.
Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They
إيه
were
ماله.
telling the truth.
صح كانوا يقولون حقيقة.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
أيوة.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
نعم. أعطيني القلادة.
Told you not to keep that thing, didn't he?
تبغى تحتفظ فيه.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more
روز. روز هذه
Dream of missing dear
Oh
friends.
God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
من هذي؟
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned.
رقت.
Your daughter. That's so weird. You don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No.
اوف اوف اوف.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
اوف. يعني شكله بنتها جد ماتت لها ماضيها مؤلم. ايش اسمها هي سيجا؟ حلو الطائفة حقتهم لقيناها. بنروح للشريف هذا
All set.
هو.
My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
يلا بنروح
Well,
نشيك على
Casey,
الجثة.
I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult.
اي نعم.
Have you heard of this
تتعامل
cult
مع
of the tree,
طائفة.
Sheriff?
طائفة حقت الأشجار.
If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
يا الله يا الأجواء جربك روعة يا ولد.
Are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been.
A space case.
What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has
تعرف
a
اسمه.
saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
اها روز لا يكون تقرا الأرواح وشنو تقول إنك تقول طفلتها ماتت تقول غرقت. هذا خوينا.
In the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
أنا.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
دقيقة هذا نفس المكان اللي جينا فيه شو اسمه أنا مع ألين ويك يوم إني جاي أبحث عن امرتي نفس المكان.
So we share a morgue
الجزء الأول.
home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
حلوين بنشيك أنا بس بشرحه مثل ما تقول أنا بشيك تقول أنا كواليفايد يعني أنا مؤهل إني أسوي هالشيء.
He's joking.
رحبي يا الأميرة.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
طيب.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
أول شيء خلنا نبدأ
What was the
بالصدر.
cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
أكيد.
They did leave something inside his chest. The
حلوين.
body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
لعبة فوق 11 فوق 18 سنة اللي ما يتحمل الأشياء اللي تشوفونها يطلع. ترى أنا طبيب جراحة بعد يعني أشوف الأشياء هذه يوميا عندي بالدوام. هذا يوم سحبوك سحب.
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
إيه هذا قبل الغرق
There's
يعني.
writing on here. Can't
كاتبين
make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
في شيء كاتبين عليه. خلينا نشيك عليها.
Definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
في شيء داخل صدره وشن هو؟ هل القتلة تركوها هناك؟ خلينا نشوفه. نشيك عليه. داخل يدين سوى قطع الجسم. تشريح كامل يا وجه الله. عز الله اللعبة ما تصلح للي أعمارهم من 18 وتحت ما تصلح للعبة دي. هذا وش حاطينه محفظة أو ورقة.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light.
من كتابات ألين ويك.
Made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case.
حلو، معه اوراق كثيرة مثل هذه يقول كقصة. الين نمان والله الدنيا بدأت تشتي. شرف وين اختفى؟ اوه رجل حي! شوف هذا كيف حيه! اذبحوه! 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 هذا كيف مات؟ والله يصفقوني صفقة. قام نيكد مان. ابغى الرجال العاري قام الرجل اللي يرمون عليه.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
يخرب بيته. اوف سوف اجعلك تدفعين. تدفعين مكي وبي.
No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
ها؟ ايش اسمه؟ try to stay the light in the light. ها عشان ما يلحقوني. اوكي تعال اي تعال. انا حتى ما عندي. اوه
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go.
الطريق وينه؟ شوف مسك والله ما اشوف شيء. تم قتلي بسلام. اول موتة مت من الشخص العاري اللي هل انه قد صنبتني هام. ما يشوفني بالنوم لو سمحت تتحرك.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
ذبحته. اما ذبحت على نفس الجرح. اختفى. اخرب بيته. end of the chapter. ووو يا الشابتر الاول يا هو روعة. ووو يا هو روعة. ومثل ما تشوفون وصل لنهاية مقطعنا لهذا اليوم من آلين ويك الجزء الثاني والحلقة الأولى من اللعبة. إن شاء الله عجبكم مقطع. إذا عجبكم لا تنسون معنا بزر اللايك واشتراك معنا بالقناة والنشر. السلام عليكم.